Welcome back to Telltale Books. I'm continuing my Theodore Sturgeon series, which I've only barely started so far, covering his first story so far, and moving on now to his second story, which was called Golden Day, and was published in March 4th of 1939 by the McClure newspaper syndicate, which of course means it was probably distributed to newspapers all across the United States. The story is very short, qualifies as flash fiction, I think. Can be found in The Ultimate Egoist, which is volume 1 of the complete stories of Theodore Sturgeon. If you can't find a physical copy, I believe these are still available as ebooks. If you do a search in Amazon, you'll probably come up with it for Kindle. Anyway, Golden Day is not what you expect. A whole bunch of the stories that Sturgeon wrote for these McClure newspapers before he published Ether Breather with Astounding, they were not science fiction, they were not fantasy, they were not fantastical at all. They were what you would call literary fiction, except they're very short. And this one reads almost like a fairy tale, except there's nothing fantastical about it. It's just about a couple. It starts out with a young couple, and they're walking along and talking about their future, and they're talking about having a house, and the guy turns to her and says, "We have one," and they walk up to a house. And I won't say more than that. There's a little bit more that happens after that, but if I talk about it, it'll spoil it. It has a little bit of a twist ending, which makes it interesting. It's kind of it's taking this little story and encapsulating the whole life together of these two people and their love together. It's kind of precious, kind of nice, super short, so it won't take you much time to read through it. And, well, who would I recommend it to? I think I would only recommend it to the Theodore Sturgeon completist, because I don't think it has a lot more to offer modern readers beyond the historical interest of somebody who really loves Theodore Sturgeon and wants to read those earliest stories that Sturgeon wrote. And I really can't say anything more than that without spoiling your experience of the story. So I'm going to stop at that. I'm going to say, if you're a Sturgeon completist, track it down and read it. If you're a Sturgeon completist and you don't have this book, then you better get on the ball. Because the complete stories of Theodore Sturgeon has got to be on your shelves if you are a huge fan of Theodore Sturgeon. Anyway, that's Golden Day. That's number 2 for Theodore Sturgeon. Number 3 will be another of those, this one being called Permit Me My Gesture, which was published on March 10th of 1939. It's like a week later. And I don't know how quickly I'll get to that. I will get to it and do a video on that one next. Till then, leave your comments about this one, whatever you think about this. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like the channel overall, make sure you're subscribed to it. And come on back for a lot more Theodore Sturgeon and a lot of other authors. Philip K. Dick. Stephen King, Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, Robert Heinlein, Isaac Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke, all the greatest of classic, mostly science fiction, but classic literature in general. I'm also doing the Brontes.